Good morning and welcome to H3 TV, where I join you every Wednesday to talk about navigating disruption with hope, health, and happiness. I have an M3, a P3, and an H3, but H3 TV started in 2020, and I would interview a guest every week and talk about disruption, professional and personal disruption, sometimes literal disruptions like a hurricane and or a pandemic. And then we talk about how do you stay hopeful, healthy, and happy in disruption. But this morning, my guest unfortunately had to cancel. So I thought, well, the show must go on. You know me, I'm Do It Annie and Authentically Annie. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to talk this morning. And for the last couple of weeks, what's been on my mind is what hat do you wear? So the way that this is a disruptive thought is that 20 years ago, about now, I opened my second gym. So we bought our first gym and then we built our second gym. And when I opened my second gym, the founder of the franchise and I would talk often. Our first gym did very well, went from hemorrhaging, as the previous buyer told me, to being number 4 in the nation. So a year later, we built a gym and we built it in a newer, beautiful area right outside of St. Paul, Minnesota. And I remember once I was talking to the founder and he said, Annie, you got to decide what hat you're wearing. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, you got to put on your business hat. You can't always wear your Christian hat and just want to help people. And then recently it keeps coming up to me, like people kind of say to me, not necessarily people that I'm speaking to, but business people that I know outside, like, you got to just focus and get in there, get as much money as you can and get out. And then in December, somebody said to me, I want to do one night stands like you, where you just fly in, pick up a big check and fly out. And I was like, what? I don't do that. That is not what I do. And then I know in the speaker world, a lot of people say, how many gigs do you have? How many gigs did you get? I've never gotten a gig. And I know that may be kind of weird, but if my profession is being paid for the spoken or written word, then words should matter. In fact, words should matter greatly, and they do to me. And some might say I'm a bit prudish. I don't really care. I think words are powerful. I think the words we think about ourselves, the words we speak about ourselves, the words we speak about other people, the words we speak to our teams, and how we lead. And the last couple of days, I've talked to a lot of people about what's different, what's my differentiator as a professional speaker. And a big part of it for me is going in early and kind of checking the temperature of the organization, of the company. Like when I meet with a meeting planner or a team or a director of HR, they might tell me more of the good things. They'll tell me some of the struggles. But when I go and kind of see and feel the personalities and who gets along and who doesn't, I'm not sure if I am live or not. It said it went live and then it said no. So I don't know. This may be live. This may not be live. I see a person watching. Oh yeah, the time's back on. I don't know. Maybe part of the got missed. But the thought, an error occurred. Something occurred. It says 11 people are watching. So how can it not be live? Maybe it's not live on all 3 of them. I don't know. Hi, where are you from? I am from everywhere. Thank you for your kind words. I won Prettiest Eyes in high school, even though I was kind of a high school dropout. But where am I from? Everywhere. Moved 83 times by the time I was 18. I'm not sure why this is not working. Is this going? Yes, it's still going. So some must be working and some must not. I don't know. Some problem with Facebook or LinkedIn today. I think I'm live on YouTube. Maybe I'm live on LinkedIn, but maybe Facebook isn't working. I don't know. Anyway, my thought was, the owner of that franchise said to me, Annie, you got to keep your business hat on. And who cares what you tell your customers? Leave your Christian hat at home. Leave your caring hat at home. Leave your honest hat at home. And I don't want to be a person that has more than one personality. I want to be a person that is who I say I am and shows up on the stage, off the stage, in the book, in conversations, the same person, right? And so recently, another speaker friend was saying to me, he said, you have like this special sauce. And then I was talking to a business advisor, and he was also saying that, like, that's your secret sauce. You do show up early, you do stay late, you do genuinely care about your audience. And I don't know how to separate, like, go there and just get money. Yes, I'm grateful that I get referred. I'm grateful that I get paid well for the work I do. But I also genuinely do it because I care. Now, I am not recommending, listen clearly, I am not recommending you share your wisdom and your knowledge for free. But a lot of times speakers just want to talk about themselves, just want to tell their own story without teaching them any lessons from it. And when that happens, then they're like, I'll just do it for free. I just want people to hear me. I want people to like me. And I used to feel like that years ago, but it's not about that. It's not about me. It's not about my story. It's not about them liking me. And I'm grateful that my audiences like me and refer me, but it's really about them. It's about your audience. It's about whoever pays you to speak is paying you to teach, to encourage, to inspire, to motivate. I always say motivate, inspire, but activate. Give them more tools in their toolbox. Pour into them and fill them up. When I leave, as energetic as I am when I speak, I am exhausted and depleted because I have poured and poured and poured because I want to. I want to pour love and hope and health and happiness and ideas and tools and encouragement. And so what I was thinking about this morning and what I wanted you to think about in your own disruptive thought is, what is it that makes you different, number one? And number two, do you genuinely care about your clients? And yes, I'm a speaker and a writer and I'm a coach, and I genuinely care about my clients and my audiences, but it doesn't really matter if you speak or not. Do you serve from a place of care and compassion and curiosity and support for those that are buying products and services with you? Or do you have multiple hats? I am not. I am in Florida. Somebody's asked me if I'm in Australia. I am not in Australia. I am in Florida. But I was born in California and then Illinois and then Minnesota. And so that's what I'm curious about today. Do you wear different hats at work than you do at home? Do you wear different hats in some conversations than others? Or if I said, tell me 3 things about this person, and 10 different people from different areas of your life would say the same thing. They're kind, they're compassionate, they're curious, they're generous, they're supportive, they're hopeful, they're inspiring. Or would each person have a different message? When that founder told me, Annie, take off your Christian caring hat and put on your business hat, or you're never going to make money, I said, no, I can't. I don't want to, and I can't. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be authentic, and I'm going to genuinely care about people. In fact, often I care more about people than I do about myself, not in a self-neglectful way, but more if I pour, if I am being paid to come and serve you as a coach, as a speaker, as a writer, I want you to feel seen and valued and cared for, to have kind compassion around your story, around your struggle, around your success, so that you keep climbing, so that you keep being the best version of yourself. So that's what I was thinking about today. My disruptive thought is we should all only have one hat. Why is there a hat for work and a hat for home? Why is there a hat for church and a hat for family? Why do we have so many hats? What if we were just authentically Annie, authentically you, whoever you are? Go to work, get it done. There's no magic pill to lose weight or to gain momentum as a speaker, writer, salesperson, engineer. You have to do the work. But I hope that you're the same person. And I hope in your closet there's just one hat. And I know that's not true for most people. In fact, I see people online that look so joy-filled and brilliant, and I meet them in person and they are struggling and miserable. Maybe get offline until you get your pot filled with some good stuff, and you know how to know yourself, like yourself, and be yourself in all situations and all people. And then project your authentic self into the world instead of your perfectly polished self that does not align with integrity of who you are offline. I hope you will be kind. I hope you will be curious. And I hope you disrupt the status quo, saying that you have to be fake online and real in your home and in the privacy of your four walls. Be authentic, be kind, be generous, and disrupt your disruptions with hope, health, and happiness. I'm Annie Meehan, keynote speaker, award-winning author, and coach, coming to you every week on H3 TV to encourage you to be more authentically you, even in an AI world. Share who you are, and I promise you the right clients will be attracted. Take care.